What's up, boys? It's Shaggy here, bringing you another crazy-ass story like
A
always.
free for all.
This story today, we're going to be talking about the first time I did LSD. The story should be crazy, so drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and we're just going to jump right into it.
And aggression,
So,
gentlemen.
the first time I did LSD was the beginning of my sophomore year. I just turned 16, and this was October, November, so it was decent outside. That comes into play in a little bit. Anyways, me and one of my buddies were like, dude, I want to trip so bad. For some reason, I don't know why we wanted to trip, but we wanted to do it because we've never tried it. So, sure enough, my brother is able to find LSD, and we waited all day. We're talking like 3, 4, 5 hours just to wait and grab it. So, we drove like 20, 30 minutes. We got it. We came back to my brother's house, and we waited till about 9, 10 o'clock at night. So at about 9 or 10, we each took 2 tabs of LSD, which is a lot to begin with. Like, honestly, if you ever do LSD, which I'm not going to say you should go out there and try it because of this video, but if you're going to try it, take 1 tab. Depending on how big or small you are, I'd suggest even taking half a tab. But that's just me. Anyways, so we finally dropped that LSD, and we're waiting. About 45 minutes rolls by, and we start feeling like, first you'll feel the tingle in your head, like in the back of your head. That was the first thing we felt. So after that, it was about another 20 minutes go by, and things are starting to get wavy. So like how it went for me is like if you were looking at a table, the edges and the corners of the table would like wave, would be like squiggly lines. They'd be moving. About 2, 3 hours into the trip is when me and him are tripping hard. My brother at this time, he had Christmas lights in his garage, and we were staring at the Christmas lights, and they just started waving back and forth, like really, really, like they were really noticeable. Started waving back and forth really bad, and I'm like, dude, this is so fucking awesome. I'm like, at this point, I was like, I want to feel this for the rest of my life. This is fucking dope. So at this point, about an hour after that, so right now we're about 4 or 5 hours into the trip. We're both hitting our peaks, and if you guys don't know, they call it a peak because like think of it as like a roller coaster. Like you're going through it, and then you're just about to hit the highest point, and that's when it gets the most intense, and that's why they call it the peak. Because at this point, it was getting intense. Like honestly, at this point, we were smoking a cigarette like every 5 minutes. Like I don't know if you guys have ever tripped. Maybe you guys can relate. But I know when I used to trip all the time, I would smoke cigarettes. All like I'd blow through a pack in maybe 2, 3 hours. It was that bad, because cigarettes just make you feel like you're okay. Everything's gonna be okay. So me and him start peaking, and we're like, dude, let's go outside. Cause the whole time we've been tripping, we've just been sitting in the garage. We haven't left nothing. So we're like, dude, let's go outside. There's snow on the ground. So we went outside, and this snow was like red, purple, orange. And me and him both look at each other and go, fuck that. I swear to God, we frantic back inside that garage like little Asian schoolgirls. It was nuts. Like, we were running back there, like, screaming, laughing. Like, at this point, I was crying because I was just laughing so hard. But, anyways, after about 8, 9 hours, it started to die down. And we were still tripping, but it was to the point where like we could actually collect ourselves. One thing I forgot to mention is when we were about 4 hours into the trip, all I could think about was like, so I'd go to tell him something like, "Yo, what do you want to do tomorrow?" And then I'd follow it up with, "Wait, what?" Every 5 seconds, like since this was my first time tripping, I couldn't contain my thoughts. I did not know like what was going on in my head. Like I couldn't just think about one subject. I was thinking about like 27 different subjects at one time. But anyways, guys, that was my first time tripping LSD. Drop a like if you like this story. Comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.